all of it made out of a wood and gum, glue. It takes 10 strings, which are doubled. It gives a good sound because of the wideness of it. It's got a long neck. It is very light. When you see it, you think you're going to pick up a very heavy thing, but it is very light. If this is out of the case, I cannot leave it like this. Whatever comes, I must take it and play it. It's lovely. It's a lovely thing. I can't describe it.
And welcome to the first in a special Artbeat series in which we're going to get closer to some of the musical instruments that give African music its magic. I'm Jenny Horrocks, and over the next few weeks we're going to meet musicians who are passionate about their instruments. Most musicians will tell you that when they see a musical instrument, they're drawn to it, and the relationship they have with their instrument can even shape their lives. Today we're going to be meeting a man and his, well, let's see if you can guess.
It's all of it made out of a wood and gum, glue. It takes 10 strings, which are doubled. It gives a good sound because of the wideness of it. It's got a long neck. It is very light. When you see it, you think you're going to pick up a very heavy thing, but it is very light. If this is out of the case, I cannot leave it like this. Whatever comes, I must take it and play it. It's lovely. It's a lovely thing. I can't describe it.
The sound you're hearing is an instrument that goes by several names: the kaman, the nefer, or more commonly, the lute or the oud. It's an Arabic instrument, often heard in the music of Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Sudan, Somalia, and even further down the East African coast. The man you can hear is the most famous player from Somalia. Even at the age of 74, his passion for the instrument knows no bounds.
My name is Ahmed Ismaciil Xuseen. People call me XUDAYDI. It was the nickname of my grandfather. Up to now, the Italian calls me maestro. English speakers calls me teacher of the lute. Somali calls me the king of the oud.
What does XUDAYDI mean?
My grandfather have a dhow which comes from Yemen, Hudayda, to Somali, taking goods. So always when she is coming, they say the dhow of XUDAYDI is coming. Hudayda is a port, Yemen port. That's why this name came to us, because of the dhow.
The story of the way XUDAYDI got his nickname parallels beautifully the journey of the oud from Iraq and Arabia to parts of Africa along the trade routes. But when it comes to the oud's creation, there are different stories and myths. Some say it was created by Lamech, the sixth grandson of Adam. On the death of Lamech's son, he hung his remains in a tree, and the desiccated skeleton suggested the rounded shape of the oud. Other sources say that God gave the sons of Cain a talent for making musical instruments. In that version too, Lamech is the one given the credit. The oud has been praised for its virtues in treating illnesses, invigorating the body and placing the temperament in equilibrium. The oud and its remedies travelled from southern Iraq to the Arab Peninsula in the 7th century.
This oud is an Arabic instrument. Arab people, they like the music. A king which was using this, they call it Harun al-Rashid, was from Baghdad. Around 900 years, this oud was the only respectable instrument in the Arabic. So this is a traditional music of the Arabs. And it became a traditional music of the Somali because the coast is near to the coast. We are very close to them.
When did you first hear the oud? What's your first memory of this instrument that has become your life?
I remember my father took me to a place where a party was in Aden. Aden was a protectorate of English. So one Arabic man came from Egypt, played this. That's all took me.
And at what age would you have been at that time?
14. If my father did not took me to home, I was nearly going with that man just to listen the time when he plays it. I liked it. Then I learned the drum. In the school, the teacher hits me. I play rhythm on the table. I'm not writing anything. I had a big trouble with it. Teacher made a festival. He gave me the drum. And he advised me to play music.
Is it a difficult instrument to learn?
When you are a musical minded, you know how to play the rhythm or go with the rhythm at least. You can learn it so easy. But when you are out of rhythm, you will learn how to play, but you cannot satisfy the people because you are not going with the rhythm.
It is a very rhythmic instrument. Can you remember one of the first tunes that you ever learnt? A simple one.
This was made by Cabdullahi QARSHE. He was the first Somali which made Somali tunes, and the best Somali tunes are made by him. Cabdullahi was a good musician man. Every Somali respects him as a father of the music. He played it before I do. I copied him. I reached up. I've gone very high, but he's still my teacher. cannot forget him. Once I took the oud, was lying beside him. He thought that I will spoil the oud. So he told me, you want to learn the oud? I told him yes. He told me, when you gone to the school, what did your father bought for you? I told him, pen and a book. He told me, buy a lute and a rish. They call this rish.
This is almost like a pick that you play it with.
Yeah.
And it's very bendy.
Yeah. He told me to buy rish and oud. Then I can learn it. I told him why. He said, today, if I give you a lesson, you go home, you cannot make homework. But when you buy this, you go home, you will play yours. And it was a very good advice. So I forced my parents to buy it for me. They bought it. After 6 months, he started listening to me. I became greater.
Was he surprised that you picked it up so fast?
He was not. He told me that I will be very nice musician because he has seen me playing the drum. So he told me, if you learn oud, you will go very far. And I did it. 1952, I started this.
And Cabdullahi QARSHE started playing when?
45.
1945.
Yeah. 45, he became famous. But around 43, he was in Aden during the wartime. He was playing this, but it was not famous. Because there was war, nobody listened to music, just ran to the shelter. Yeah. From 50 upwards, it became the best in Somalia. Very few ouds came to there, and the players were not too much. Even up to 1960, the musicians in pre-Somaliland, they didn't reach 30. But now, there are more than 600. Every village you go, you will get some youngster play this oud. They like it.
Where was it made, this particular oud you're playing?
This is made in Syria. This is one tune, we call it Banadir. The capital of Somalia is Mogadishu, but around Mogadishu they call Banadir. The man which done this tune is from Banadir, Ahmed Abu Bakr. He's a blind man, and he played this music, and he have got a very good sound as well when he sings. Just like James Brown, you know. Yeah, he's got the tune of James Brown.
You're talking about singing as well. Is the oud used more to accompany a song or just playing on its own like you were just now?
It goes with the song, with the words, and it gives the answers as well.
What do you mean it gives the answers?
Like this, you know. indhahaygu nuurkay ku ildoogsadeenow adna haysku kay ladini uur hooyahayo indhahaygu nuurkay ku ildoogsadeen adna haysku kay ladini uur hooyahayo laba aabba wada dhalay iyo ubad walaala arrinkii yimaadaba isla kaashanayo isa siiya gacante isla kaashanayo isa siiya gacante indhahaygu nuurkay ku ildoogsadeenow adna haysku kay ladini uur hooya. So these are the answers when I sing. Ildoogsadeenow adna haysku kay ladini uur hooya. ina kala fogeeyo anna keli ahaantay u adkaysan maayo waayaha adduunka ina kala fogeeyo anna keli ahaantay u adkaysan maaye umal baan la tiicaayo isma dhaanno madige malwan la tiicaa isma dhaanno madige indhahaygu nuurkay ildoogsadeenow adna haysku kay ladini uur hooyahay.
That's beautiful.
I've done this song for my brother. And now every Somali which is sending letter to his brother or sending tape to his brother use this tune, talking about what the brothers are. One blood, one father, suck the same milk. So brother is very expensive, especially in the Somali people. Now in Europe here we've seen if the child comes to 18, he forgets his brother, his father, everyone. We Somali know. I sent this band for him because I missed him 2 years.
You were away from him for 2 years?
Yeah, I was in Djibouti. So I made this tune, put it in a tape, send it to Aden. He was a police officer in Aden. He became mad. He came to Djibouti. He didn't find me. I go to Somalia. He came to Somalia. He was running after me around 3 months. Then he found me. I was sleeping. He came on me. I feel somebody falling on me. I seen my brother. Since that day, now every Somali man sent this tune for his brother. All of Somalia. This tune is talking about the Somalis. Yeah.
How did you become so well known as an oud player in Somalia? Was it from playing in public or records or tapes or cassettes?
Public places, dramas, public plays. Every stage in Somalia, they don't count it. If XUDAYDI is not there, it's not on a stage. That's why I became famous. And now I reach it high. Even if they are much, I'm still the king. They call me the king.
Like Elvis Presley.
Yeah, that's it. Like Presley. Presley reached it up a time he was needed. He shook the people up. He said, rock and roll. So they rocked and rolled. It's gone up.
But before Elvis Presley, you were doing your own rock and roll style in Somalia.
I've done it. Yeah. بود لبود nin walooba alla waa bushaare alla waa bilkhayre بود لبود nin I played it.
Somali rock and roll.
Yeah, Somali twist as well. reerihini waa la raafo ragiyo dumar xabeele reerihini wala raaxda dumar xabeele.
What are the images you remember from that time?
All the youngsters became mad. I remember once one old man came to me. He wanted to fight with me. I told him, why you are fighting with me? My wife was putting the rice on the plate. Instead of putting it on the plate, she dropped it on the floor. He said, was singing your song. You are a... Start fighting with me. Annagu raaci mayno rock and roll. Annagu raaci mayno reer kawaala. Annagu raaci mayno rock and roll. Annagu raaci mayno... You know, I forgot to play this now, this rock and roll thing.
There's no doubt that XUDAYDI has great fun with his oud. Perhaps it's a little surprising that even rock and roll influenced Somali music, but what's more inevitable is that the political turmoil and civil war in the country has affected it too.
After the Second World War, some of the teachers of Somali people, some of them were warriors. They want freedom. So just to explain to the people, they made songs seeking freedom, which gave hand to Cabdullahi QARSHE to play and make him famous as well. He played tunes against British, against anything but freedom. So Commissioner called the old people.
This is the British District Commissioner.
Yeah. He gave them this propaganda, told the old people, the parents, that their children will be lost if they play these tunes or if they sing. So we had a very hard time there. All our parents taking stones, throwing on us, calling us devils. And it was a big hit. He won, you know. This commissioner, he won, he done it, but we didn't left it like this. We were after it until we succeed. I think we had the freedom, but we still haven't got how to do it. And I hope if we succeed, the good leader, maybe one of them is good now, but if we go in the way, we'll be like the rest of the governments. You know the history of Switzerland. Switzerland was in a civil war, and now it's one of the best in the world. I hope we will be like this. I hope we are going forward. The future is good. We've gone to the end. Now we must come back. Dagaalka sokeeyayga, dagaalka sokeeyayga, inuu dabayaqa yeesho, dalkayga maxaa u diiday, dalkayga maxaa u diiday. There's some sort of a jealousy. When I see the rest of the states, I get jealous. I want mine to be the same, or more better. Unfortunately, I haven't got it yet. These words are talking about this. Why don't we be like the rest of the humans? If we don't believe each other, if we don't trust, we can't be a human. We don't use our flag, our dignity, My tune was talking about this. Very sad song. And it will be remembered always. Even if we get better, it will be one of the traditional sad songs. baroortii laga digaayay miyay dugaydeedu yeedhay dabaylaha caafimaadka daryeeliyo.
What's happening with the oud now? What are the modern trends that are happening now that you can hear?
Now, every state which used to play this, the people are missing this, and they want it. Now, this org.
You mean the electric keyboard?
Yeah, it's not acceptable. If there is electric, and they put this on, and the electric goes off, the musician and the listeners will be same. It seems to me the people are missing the oud and they need the oud again. If there is a big stage, I can satisfy the whole people with one oud, but the rest of the music you can't. Some people, they took my name, they made a music which I didn't share them. And they wrote, by XUDAYDI, the king of the oud. I'll show you.
Right, this is a CD, Muhammad Omar, my gag.
I don't even know them.
And Kultan Hassan Makado present.
Yeah.
Didan, featuring XUDAYDI, king of the oud. You don't know them?
I don't know them. It's just to get market for it. And they had.
Were you angry?
No. You know, our music is still growing up. We didn't reach to the place of the copyrights. I want them to learn it. I want them to steal it. I want them to go forward. The man which is coming tomorrow, or a day after tomorrow, my grandchildren, maybe he get the benefit. But now we let them to eat, let them to take, let them to learn what the music is. This is the only benefit I got. I don't want the big money now. I want the big listeners. I want them to be all musical minded, to get the sickness which I got.
You describe being a musician as having a sickness.
Yeah.
Why?
It is a sort of a sickness. I can't sleep if I see it. I must touch it. I must play it. If I am angry, if I am quarreling with somebody, time I come home, if I see this lute, I'm happy. It's just like a tablet for me. Yeah.
XUDAYDI's enthusiasm for the oud is infectious. As our conversation was drawing to a close, his daughter joined us from the kitchen, and together they sang me a last song.
luqunta cabaadhka leh iyo cuduudahaydiyo kubabka haysaaliye luqunta cabaadhka leh iyo cuduudahaydiyo kubabka haysaaliye weli waa caruur
walan curdina weli waa caruuro walan curdina waxaa loo carbinayaa sida faras colaadiyo dadkana waxaa loo carbinayaa sida faras